Hello. This is Mike. NoStressMike.com. I just thought I'd want to mention something. It's one of the ways let me see how I say it. One of the ways that I use to determine the situation that I'm in is the way that I am treated. And the thing is, it doesn't work as good as it used to do. I've done it pretty much all my life, and what it is, it's when somebody treats you with respect, it's a lot easier to kind of go along with it. Now, law enforcement learned this already. It's funny because they do the steps, but they're not sincere about it. And that's the part that you need to be concerned about, is the sincerity of the people that are doing it. Because now everybody's learned that the trick is to be respectful. And when someone is respectful to me, I say it's easier to get me to do things. And but I say it's not a sure sign. It used to be years ago. It used to be more of a sure sign because you could see that this is a person's MO, method of operation. I mean, this is the way they do things, and they're respectful people. I'll tell you, it used to be when I was a youngin'. Well, you know, I say I'm Chinese, half Chinese, and I learned, you know, when I was a little kid, be respectful, especially to anybody older than you be respectful. And it used to be the blacks were the same exact way. I mean, they were real courteous, real nice, real respectful, and I think it was a cultural thing. It's just a lot easier to get along when you're just polite and nice to everybody. And I say now, these are the same tactics used by government officials now. All your bureaucrats, you notice when you go in and you start, you know, when they start doing business with you, it's not really business. I mean, they're making you come in. You have to go in and do business with them. That's not business when you have to. So, but they are trained. They are trained to be courteous and polite and respectful. The problem is, like I say, it's not. They're not sincere. They know they have to do that because they realize, like I say, you don't want to be there. You know, whether you're getting a license tag, you're going in for papers from the court for whatever, you know, because the government is involved in so much stuff that you have to be there. You have to do it, and then you have to disarm before you go in. You have to show ID. All that. These are all things that show disrespect, and so they have to make up for it by, you know, policy. Their policy is, oh, you smile and be courteous, you know. So, but it's not the way these people are. They're doing it for the money. They're doing it for job security, and they're doing it because now they got cameras doing all this stuff for them. Now, and I've made videos talking about how I've had run-ins with government officials, and now you probably can't do it nowadays, but in the old days, when they would, and that's always they did something, they screwed something up. And I never allowed them to screw me over and for me to shut up and let it go by. Normally I'm courteous at the place that I'm doing, that I'm having the problem, and whoever it is I'm having a problem with, I let them know right there, this is not the proper way and all this kind of stuff. And then when they show their authority, that's what I'm talking about. When somebody shows their authority, they are not being respectful and courteous. When you're getting mugged, it's the same thing. Give me your money. Give me your wallet. Give me your watch. Give me your phone. You know what I mean? They're not being courteous, and when I used to have these problems with government bureaucrats, I could normally bring it to their attention that they're out of line and they need to get corrected. If it doesn't work, not always, and if it doesn't, well, then I would go to their supervisors. And in their supervisors, I would hit them with the same attitude that was used on me. Being disrespectful and nasty is what I would do to their supervisor, and then I would stop and I would apologize. And then I'd let them know that's the way so-and-so, and I gave them their names and the dates of the people that were like that to me. And normally we get everything taken care of right there. So, but that's normally the way we do it. Nowadays, like I say, you start getting nasty. I mean, they automatically call security. They don't take personal responsibility. If this is beyond their capabilities, they just push the button and they get security in there. That's it. They don't know how to handle situations. Because remember I told you the dorky asshole that gave me the shit in the first place? Now they're the supervisors. So that's why it's a little different now. But I personally am very respectful towards others, and like I say, and I look for that in others. Now there's a line. You cross this line and you look weak. So that's the hard part. When you're learning this, the hard part is learning where that line is. You don't want to look weak, but at the same time, it's hard. Let me see. It's hard to look respectful and strong because you're going to be so close to that line of looking weak when you say, oh, well, yes, sir. How are you today? And all this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? That's people, especially nowadays, they're not too smart. They don't realize that they should be respectful towards others. And you notice that when you're on the streets, people don't say good morning. They don't say nothing. And I think it's funny because I open doors for people. I stand back. I let other people go first and stuff like that. And it's very seldom you find that anymore. And but like I say, we're back to, for me in particular, my way of life, I guess, would be is I serve others. I mean, that's the way I am. So, like I say, that's why I am courteous towards others and polite and nice. And but that is what you should be doing is learning how to be nice and respectful towards others so you can get things done. That's where we come right back into the bribing. Like I say, my bribing is a little different. I bribe before I need anything. So a lot of times my bribes are I'm just giving gifts away. And I'm doing it even more now. I'm getting things set up more. I'm finding more things I can give away. And so these are things that you need to be thinking on and realize, because like I say, that's the one thing I noticed. Because I'm so generous, I notice it really opens doors. And like I say, it's just I'm just being nice, and like I say, doesn't really cost that much. And it used to be it didn't cost anything when you just being nice using a smile. But like I say, now I really enjoy making people feel good. And when I'm making people feel good, whether I'm not going to get anything out of it or not anyway, it doesn't make any difference. I just enjoy making people feel good. And it does make a difference. It does make a difference. This is something you need to be focused on, is how to serve others, how to be courteous and nice to others. You're going to find your life will be a whole lot easier. When people aren't nice to you, you need to have a plan on how to handle them, because that's a good way to find assholes, is the way they act. This is Mike, NoStressMike.com.